So today we have a message. I would love to know your thoughts, on this message. If you'd care to share, if you'd like to, comment below, let us know the things that come up for you today. And this message is on doing what you love and loving what you do. Now, have you heard in your life this saying, right? Perhaps you've heard this saying right here: do what you love what you do. Have you heard this? Has this come up for you at any point in time where you've heard somebody telling you, "Hey man, just do what you love." You know? They say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right? There's no working when you do what you love, right? Because you love it. So how can it feel like work? How can it feel like work if you love it, right? Hey there, Nadia. Thanks for joining. Grand rising to you. Hey, Haruka. Grand rising to you. Thanks for jumping in the message. Comment below what comes up for you when you see this. Have you heard people telling you to do what you love? Do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life. Have you heard this? And what do you think about it when it comes to doing what you love versus love what you do? You might be saying to yourself, wait, is there a difference? What are you talking about, Jerome? Like, there's no difference. Like, you're doing what you love, you're loving what you do. Like, how could there be a difference? But we're going to talk about that today, and what that means for us in life when it comes to the things that we have chosen to do that we may or may not love, and the things that we love that we may or may not do. Because I do believe that it's very interesting the ways in which we align ourselves in life to these things that may or may not be our calling. Like we say with Mark Antony, the quote is, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's what they say. That's what a lot of people say, but is that the truth? And has that been the truth for you in your life when it comes to fulfillment, when it comes to your ambition, your desire, that fire burning within you, kindling that flame and keeping it lit? How do you keep it lit in your life with love, with passion, with enthusiasm, with the energy needed to propel yourself forward instead of pulling yourself back in life? And where do you draw your fulfillment when it comes from the things that you do? So what does this quote strike you? How does it strike you when you see something like this? There's so many ways to look at it, so many ways to unpack. Somebody once said that you will find your calling or your vocation when your greatest gladness meets one of the world's greatest needs. Just think about that. When something that lights you up, something that sets you ablaze, actually is in alignment with something that the world needs, something that people are looking for, and something that you can do, the gift that you have to give others, that is when you will find your vocation, or that is when you will find your calling, as it were. People are always looking for their purpose, right? Where's my purpose? Where's the purpose? Where's the purpose? Are you out here? Purpose? That was what I was doing, But then you can also be the side that decides, this is my purpose. You don't ever have to allow or let your purpose just fall into your lap. Like, oh, okay, here's my purpose. I was looking for you. Where were you? Where were you yesterday? We were looking for you. We called out. No, you can actually say, this is my purpose. You decide what it is, and then you act on it. So what is the difference for you when you see these two messages? The message of doing what you love and the other one of loving what you do. I can tell you from my experience, and thank you everyone for joining. I can tell you from my experience, there were so many times when I was in Texas, when I was in San Marcos, when I was in Austin, when I was in San Antonio, that I was doing this odd job and that odd job. Oh my gosh. I found myself being a DJ karaoke, a karaoke DJ actually at a bar, a wing bar. And that wasn't me, doing what I love, but I learned to love what I do. I would, be, beatboxing on the intermissions of pulling people's songs up on the DJ booth, as they sang karaoke. That was actually when I learned to love country music. I never loved country music before, but I finally got the beat after hours and hours and hours of hearing it. I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Then, I was a zipline tour guide at Wimberley Zipline Adventures, flying through the air. Now, somebody might say, oh, that's a dream job. That's wonderful. But that wasn't me doing what I loved. That was me loving what I did, right? I was telling myself, okay, I'm going to love what I'm doing. Even though this is not where I want to be in life indefinitely, I'm going to find a way to love this. And I did. And I was entertaining people as a tour guide. Hey, how's everybody doing? All right, you ready to go up that mountain? Doing all sorts of voices and stuff for entertaining people as I was in school for performance arts and stuff. So I found a way to inject that enthusiasm. Then as a maze room operator, right? On the intercom or on the radio, talking to people, looking for things and clues and stuff inside the maze, and just watching on a screen, right? Just watching on a monitor, all these people coming in and out of the room, looking for trinkets and gadgets and things to get to the next stage. I'm on the radio.
Agents, the clue is underneath the couch, agents.
And so finding a way to love what I did. But then I'm a poker dealer, right? Then I'm training kids at an Austin Ninjas, American Ninja Warrior gym. Then I'm a telemarketer at a real estate brokerage. Then I'm doing all this stuff, but this is not the things that I love. These are not the things that set my heart ablaze. These are not the things that I'm passionate about. And they say if you allow your passion to become your purpose, it may one day become your profession. So let us know, my friend, what is your passion and what do you feel your purpose is in life? And when it comes to that compromise, or is there a compromise for you when it comes to doing what you love versus loving what you do? And very interestingly, are they exclusive mutually, or can you do both? Can you also do what you love and love what you do? These are the questions. These are the questions, my friends. So where some people might be of the mind or the school of thought where, doing what they love is a passion for them, but loving what they do is a compromise. I'm not doing what I love right now, but I choose to love what I do because I know that in the future, I'm going to finally be able to do what I love, right? Some people are of that mind and other people are like, no. I'm not just going to merely love what I do. I'm going to do what I love and love what I do. So which school of thought are you, and how has that helped you in your life? And I trust that you received a message from here. So let me see here. Let's go through the comments. Thank you so much for joining. Haruka, hey, thank you. Nadia, yes, Richest Risings. Oh my gosh. So Haruka says, I love doing music, dance, and art, but I'm not sure how I can make a living of these things. Oh, wow. How are you not sure how you could make a living off of music, dance, and art? The trifecta. You're so creative, Haruka. How could you not make a living off of doing this, In this day and age with technology, there's so many ways that you can make a living for doing something that lights you up. Music, dance, art. There's people who started out small. I remember hearing the story of a girl who enjoyed dancing, but she wasn't the greatest dancer. And she just started recording herself and putting herself on video and just doing live sessions. There's another girl who was a painter, right? And she was just learning how to paint, and she taught herself how to paint on camera. And she would just do one video a day, of her painting something. And slowly but surely, people caught wind. It went viral. And then all of a sudden, as this, this traction came and the train picked up, she went viral. She blew up. And what she was doing for free, she started to get paid for. Now people are, asking her to commission projects, all from an idea. Just one simple idea of her doing what she loved and putting it out there for other people to see as she was going through the process, documenting her journey. So, I don't know if you're very shy or you don't like putting yourself out there, but if you like to do something when in music, dance, and art in this field, so many ways that you can be appreciated for that and that you can find joy and fulfillment. Haruka said, I've never really tried making money with my art. Interesting. There is definitely a dance that we can do when it comes to abundance, realizing that we're already prosperous, opulent, and abundant, and that we can be open to receive. It's not about taking, it's really about giving. And the more that you give, the more that you receive. It's reciprocal. That energy is like, it's just something that just keeps on giving over and over and over again. And I've definitely found a lot of fulfillment with the podcast, with the YouTube, with blogs, just putting any content out there that can help another person, encourage and uplift another person. You have no idea, like all the energy that comes back my way, all the love. I cannot be more grateful. So that's the energy currency. You can think of it as you're filling up your energy bank with love. The love bank. Come on, baby. Hey there, thanks for joining. Pablo says, yesterday I created a song with my guitar and voice, and I cried because it was so beautiful. That is a good signal. Yeah, shoot, if it makes you cry, it's going to do something to somebody else, right? If it makes you feel it, someone else will resonate. Someone else will harmonize, And also, your voice, if you have a voice in this life, your voice is valid. Your voice has value. Never underestimate the power of your voice to help another individual, to really inject that energy of love into whatever you do, and people will feel it. People will feel it. You don't have to be loud and rambunctious for people to feel it. You can be who you are. And who you already are is more than enough, because authenticity has no competition. So just do what you love, and you can love what you do. So yeah, Woosta says, oh, thank you, Haruka. Woosta says, give, give, give. You never run out. You always receive more. Exactly. It's like the stream flowing into the ocean, like neither is filled, neither is emptied. They're both constantly giving. So keep that channel open. Be open to receive. They talk about if there's a room with a closed door, with air inside the room, the faster you can let the air out of the room, open the windows, open the doors, open everything, the faster you can let the air out, the faster the room floods with more air. So it's like, it's completely flooded. The faster you can give, the faster you receive. And the more you give, the more you receive. But if you close that door, if you close those windows, if you shut all of that and try to block that energy, then it's stagnant. It stays in there. It doesn't leave. So thank you so much. All right. Prince says, that makes sense. I've been wanting to receive blessings, but I haven't been giving blessings. Isn't that interesting? Prince? Yeah, you can definitely receive what you give. And you definitely can give and receive. So these are definitely the dynamics that we find in our lives. And it's awesome that you're able to explore this, Like Woosta said, waterfalls of endless love. So I challenge you, my friend, find areas in your life where you can embrace something that you do with so much love that it doesn't feel like work to you. That 30 years down the line, you can say, you know what? If I was still doing this 30 years from now, I'd be okay. I'd be satisfied. I'd be fulfilled, and doing something that you would have done for free anyway. That's actually how I started my first business online. People don't know this. This brought tears to my eyes, Pablo. When I was in Lake Elsinore, I was in the mountains in this house, and I was doing a lot of fasting, a lot of meditation, a lot of reflection and introspection there. I actually came up with a business idea just by accident, right? But not by accident, but just, it was so fortunate of me to be able to look and see these other people doing podcasts and then congratulate them for starting their podcast, jump on their podcast, send them a message saying how much I love their podcast, telling them something that I enjoyed about their podcast, listening to their voice and the light that they were emitting to the world. and radiating. And these people came back to me from all over the place, from Africa, from Australia, from the UK, from, Canada, from, here in America, from everywhere. And they were like, oh my gosh, no one has ever before given me feedback. As podcasters, we just see that little number, right, of listeners. Like, one person listened, 3 people listened to your podcast, 4 people listened today. But we never really get that feedback, that concrete feedback of, oh, I really took this message from your word. Thank you so much for saying this. This really made my day a little brighter. So I was doing that for other people for free. I enjoyed doing this. I just enjoyed listening. And these people gave me such a reception that I was like, wow, they're thanking me so much for doing what I would have done anyways. Let me see about this. So I went on Fiverr.com, and sure enough, I was like the first person to start a podcast review service. So now people are paying me to do what I did for free. I was doing this anyways. Now people are paying for it and gladly paying for it. Actually, they're telling me that I charge too little. They're like, you need to charge more. They're like, I would have paid you more for this, because I usually go above and beyond, and they usually tip me, for something that I was doing for free. So this is what I'm talking about, y'all. You can do what you love and you can love what you do. But just understanding that the two don't have to be mutually exclusive. You can find something in life that lights you up in such a way that you would have done it for free. You would have done it for no pay at all. And actually, you'll find that abundance chases you, even faster when you're not looking for it. Money goes to the people who don't need it. The people who are good, I'm good. When you are satisfied, when you're in that vibration of love, that vibration of abundance, I am more than enough. I have more than enough. There's no lack. There's no scarcity. It runs to you. Wealth, opulence, prosperity, everything runs to you. And it chases you when you're not looking for it. So this is an interesting topic. And thank you for being here. Hey, Samantha, thank you for joining. Haruka says, I'm actually thinking about selling my paintings. Wow. How does that feel for you when you say that? Selling your paintings. I thought about, that makes me think about Akai. There's Akai and Camilla, and they are 2 breatharians, a breatharian couple. Camilla actually had a breatharian birth. She's the only woman that I know of that had a baby while she was breatharian. But Akai and Camilla, Akai talks in his book, Becoming Breatharian, about painting and how he started painting on his journey and what that did for him when he learned how to give in that way, just being a street painter and people coming up to him on the street and him selling his art that way. So how does that feel in your body when you think about selling your paintings? Does it feel icky? Does it feel nasty? Does it feel grimy? Or does it feel fulfilling? Does it feel like, yes, this is worth, I feel like I'm worth, being able to give my art in this way, being able to provide this service in this way. And if people want to compensate me for doing something that I love, I'm okay with that. How does that sit with you? Wooster said, follow love flow with love. Let love move you. It is you. Yeah. Let love guide, to let it take the lead, baby. Haruka says, I paint people's soul. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I've always had resistance towards charging money for my art, but these days I feel okay about selling my paintings. Awesome. Well, yeah, some things, they might not sit with us for a time, but when we sit with it for a time, they might sit differently. Quote that, But, it's interesting how when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And I find that definitely clear in my life as I've gone on to do so many different things in my life. Sharing is caring. Sharing itself is caring. And I thank you for sharing your time here today. You could have been anywhere right now. Haruka, shoot, I know it's late night where you are. Hey, Gerald, thanks for joining. I know you know about this. Definitely check out the replay player. And Gerald is one of the people always giving of himself, and he's changing the world as well. So thank y'all for being here. This is just a message on doing what you love and loving what you do. Are the two different? Are they separate? Are they mutually exclusive, or can you do both? You know, can you bring it together? Can you bring it in harmony? And what is your vocation, your calling, when your greatest gladness meets one of the world's greatest needs, something that somebody didn't even know they needed and that you are able to graciously provide? And would somebody not graciously provide you with value when you have done the same for them? Would somebody not graciously provide you with abundance when you have not done the same for them? So thinking of this in your life, different ways that you can tap in to that unlimited resource, that power of creativity that you always have within you to do something that lights you up. And when you shine, you give other people the permission to shine as well. So thank you so much for being here, sharing your love, your light, your energy, your time with me. I definitely feel your love right now. If you're on the replay, thank you for watching, my friend. Hit the bell notification or the bell icon next to my name if you want to get notified whenever we do these things. And also, thank you for the likes and shares. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it, be it a friend or a family member. Drop a comment, any nuggets that you took away. And check out the Open Palm podcast. It's available on all platforms that podcasts are played. You can find that for your inspiration daily. So much love, much love. And we'll tune in again. We'll feel you again, and we'll find you again, my friend. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Blessings, blessings to you.